the great Marty Turco, back with us here on Shan and RJ 105.3 The Fan. Marty, the one word that you would describe or use for last night's performance?
Man, it was. I think this last night was sad. It really was. You know, there's a lot of other words that come to mind, but you know, it's something that's hard to get over. But you know, I slept on it and woke up this morning thinking of a lot of the better things that we've done over the last, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, and even this year that certainly outweigh, one night of some embarrassing acts. But for the people that were involved on the ice, I know they're better than that, and they know that themselves. Don't need to even bring that up, in my opinion, but of course we will. And then, just from fans too, man, we're lucky. We got really passionate fans, and so it's hard to turn it off sometimes, but we prefer cooler heads to prevail and let everybody enjoy the night, even when it is a sad game and an emotional one, and one we needed to have and didn't play close to what we needed to, and to react like that was not ideal. Hopefully it's just a learning experience, and any of our other fans that were affected can get over it.
You sound defeated.
I am just because of last night. Yeah, just people throwing stuff and my favorite player on the team, did something that we don't want to see, but he's a stand-up guy, and we have a chance to come back and make amends. But it's tough when you're down 3-0 and it happens like that. It's just not what you want to see as a person who loves this organization.
So take us through that play with Jamie Benn. Was that did that start out as a message to send? Like, you saw the team was maybe a little lackluster, even a minute and a half in, and wanted to send a message, or did he just get carried away? Did he just lose his cool? Like, what do you think happened there?
I don't know, but I think all of the above, really. Like, he is such a leader and dependent upon, and moments like this of levity that in a must win, and he's a guy that has carried a team on his back before and still carries that responsibility. So, yeah, I think it was just that. And obviously it wasn't the intention, I don't think. I mean, I just, lost it for a second. And even though you want to do the right thing and you are intense and you're all amped up and ready to go, there's just something you don't want to see for a lot of different reasons. And so I just think, just one play that got carried away and can't take it back.
Do you expect a suspension to be coming for Game 4 and possibly longer?
I don't know. These things, like, you never know. Sometimes it depends on the injury, which looks like Stone was fine, and sometimes they just take a singular act and determine it. I would be shocked if there was more, and I'd be happy to see him in the lineup because this team is gonna perform some NHL history. We're gonna probably need him on the ice.
Marty Turco is joining us here after the Stars get shut out at home 4-0 last night. Do you have more questions about composure or effort from that game?
That's a good question, actually. Does it have to be just both?
Yeah.
I would say probably composure. Just because, man, I was in Vegas. We all watched the games. We were there. We hung with them. My chances to win. Not even hung with them. Like, we're on par with these guys. We deserve to be in this Western Conference final, and we come home, and I think. So we're just like, hey, what played our game? I like our chances, honestly, and so I think it's more of a composure. I watched the first few shifts. It was revved up. The building was tense. Our guys were, playing as hard as I've seen them at the beginning of a game, just to, making hits and forechecking and moving their feet. It's exciting to see, but it's just such an emotional game. game that's played at high speeds, and you just kind of you lose a little bit, and so a little bit this time of year, and in the sport, in this game, in the NHL means a big difference, right? And we saw that, and it is hard to get over when things don't go your way, and so I'd have to say the word composure if I had to choose.
Would you start Wedgwood for Game 4, or do you think they just need to continue to stay the course with Jake Oettinger?
I think we stay the course, and not because of Wedgie. Weggie's awesome. I actually love Wedgie. I love watching him play. The way he moves, and maybe because he's a littler guy like me, he's taller than me. But Otter's our guy. He's a young guy, and he's our future. And I guess I wouldn't be surprised either way. But I want to see him back out there, and if I'm him, I want to get back out there and say, hey, all right, you know what, we're mountain to climb. Let's just go and see what we can't do, and give me another chance. He's been, and we've all raved about him. We've all raved about his bounce back ability, and just to let one series affect it all is it's fair because I've been there, but it's also not fair in its entirety. So I don't know. If it was me, it's like, hey, let me take a run at this and give you what I have, and if it doesn't work, we'll address it later on. But at the end of the day, we're 4 wins away from the series and 8 from the ultimate goal, and let's all pull together. And when you need that, you need your best players to step up, and he's definitely one of them.
Marty Turco joined us here at 105 through the Fan. That third goal, obviously, is I'm clear sure he wants that one back. The first one, is that something that's just it's not really on him? That was a defensive lapse, and the goalie's really put in a tough spot. Yes, but I look at it from a goalie perspective too, and I just think he was so locked in on the shot because we wanted it so much, and you just tell everybody wanted it so much that, which is great, right? You can't replace those feelings, but you gotta react to all everything that's going on and move accordingly. So I think that's just it didn't help. Eichel's so smooth, and even though he's not shooting it, he's looking at the goalie like he is shooting it, and sticks are going everywhere, and those guys have been really good making a lot of cross seam passes this series. It's so we could have got some help, and we could have reacted probably a little bit differently, but it's pretty easy sitting, 100, 150 feet away judging it. But I don't know. It was the whole thing was tough to watch because the building and our fans were so pumped up and ready to go. And hey, at the end of the day, that's sports too, right? And in this kind of game, things happen fast, and so. You just you want something so bad, and when it doesn't happen, you feel defeated, like I did when I got on the phone with you guys. But really proud of the guys so far, and you know what, it's not over at the end of the day, and I'd like to see what's going to happen come 2 days from now or tomorrow.
Would you qualify this as still a successful season, even if they end up losing or get swept in the West Finals?
I don't even want to think about that, but I've already said it. I'm proud. I'm really proud of these guys. It was a great year. 32 teams start the year, only 16 make it, and we've had some players with some great years. We had a team that really came together, and our future does look amazingly bright. But you don't get these chances very often, and so we got one, and it'd be hard to think about it Friday and Saturday to put it in those terms, but be a top 4 team. I don't care. Not even this team, any team. You do have to be proud because it's darn hard this tournament and this league. So, but like I said, let's just concentrate on the next one and see what happens from there. Because hey, if it's happened before, you never know. And I'd love to witness it, to say the least.
Marty, thank you for the time. Have a better rest of the morning and afternoon. Here's the Game 4.
All right, guys. Thank you.